Namaste. Hi everyone. Let's continue the class. Today we are in our 10th episode for beginners. This is our 10th class for beginners. Today's topic is very important for our complete music career, that is scale. The major and minor scales. What are these major and minor scales? What do they mean? How we find out them? What is the relationship between major and minor? Okay, all these things in brief we are discussing today. What is scale? Scale is a group of 8 notes. First and last notes must be same. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Because G is the last note in music, after G again A comes. So if I go from A to A, it is A scale. It may be A major or it may be A minor. This we'll discuss later. If I go from D to D, it may be D major scale or it may be D minor scale. Okay. So ultimately it is D scale. So in this way, first note and last notes must be same, and it is a group of 8 notes. Okay, this is a scale. Fine. Now, as I told you now, in music, there are 8 notes. 7th note back to first note, that is 8th note. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay, this is fine. Now, I am writing all these notes in a chronological order, or rather I can say chromatic order. Chromatic means what? I have already told you all these things in my previous videos, right? So this is a very fast small revision and it's a kind of reminder for you. Okay, see, now A, its neighbor A sharp, its neighbor B. Between B and C we don't have sharp. Then C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F direct because no sharp here, F sharp, G, G sharp, back to A. Fine. From A to G sharp, whatever notes are there side by side we have written now. Okay, fine. Now, this pattern we should fix in our mind. This pattern we should fix. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay? Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Or you can say whole note, half note, whole note, half note. Okay. See, from A to B if I go with one gap in the middle, this is called a tone. Or it may be A sharp to C. This is a tone. So tone means in the middle one note will be there. We jump that note and go. That is a tone. If I take side by side, neighbors if I take, it is semitone. Semitone means half note, tone means full note. Okay. This is semitone, 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 like this. Okay. Now what is our pattern? Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay. So this, if we apply in this series of letters or notes, we will get the scale. Okay, what I mean is, now this is A, from A to G. In general, I have written all the notes. Okay, now I want A scale. Fine, I want A scale. So now what I do here, okay, I have written, okay, from A to A. After G sharp, again A is here. From A to A, I have written everything. Now I am taking tone, tone, semitone. So it is A, B, C sharp, D, then tone, 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 then semitone. Semitone means immediately after this note. Correct, no? So, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, now why we don't start our music studies with A scale, then B scale, then C, D? Alphabetically, why we are not going? Because if you start going alphabetically, first you consider A, then tone, tone, semitone and all if you apply, you will get this pattern, correct? A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So many sharps are here, 3 sharps are here. Suppose you take B, okay. Now alphabetically A is not possible because so many sharps are there. For beginners it is difficult, unnecessarily sharps in the middle. Okay, forget. Next we go to B. So if you want to know whether sharps are there or not in B scale, you write B to B, each and every note, then you go like this: tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You got so many sharps here. So this is also not advisable. Okay, fine. Next, C I will take. A is over. There are 3 sharps. B is over. There are 5 sharps. Now I come to C. This is very important now. Why we start our music studies with the C scale only? Okay, fine. Now I want C scale, so I start from C. I write each and every note, correct? Okay. Now tone, tone, semitone. So I got C, D, E, F. C, D, E, F, no sharps. Next, tone, 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 semitone. All natural notes I got. So ultimately I got this C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Correct, no? So when you apply this tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone to each and every alphabet, starting A starting, B starting, C starting, D starting, like this, in a C scale you will get all natural notes, which is very easy to start with and easy to teach for students also, to learn also. That's why we start our music studies with the C scale only. But as you remember, I started your class on YouTube with A minor scale. Your question is then why not C? Why you started A minor? Right. I did not start with A scale because you already know in A scale, correct? See, in A scale there are 3 sharps. That's why I didn't start with A scale. I started with A minor scale. Why A minor scale I took? Because of 2 reasons. One, it is A, first letter of the alphabet, first alphabet. So for beginners, always the mind is set for A. In UKG, LKG, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So first comes A always in our mind. So I started with A. But why I took minor? Because A minor is the scale which is related to C. In the C scale, all notes are natural. Obviously, in its relative minor, all notes are natural only. We don't use any sharp or flats there. Okay. Now, from this C scale, 1, 2, 3 steps if you come back, and from here if you start, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, back. You will get the same notes what all are there here? In this minor also. Means 3 steps if you come back, or you can say from C to B if you come back, it is a semitone. From here if you come back, it is a tone. So semitone and tone, it's 1.5 notes. If you come back, if you come down, you will get it's a minor, because major is always elderly one, minor is always the younger one. You can take it as an elder or older brother, and he is younger brother. And both are relatives. This is relative major to this, and this is relative minor to this. They are relatives. Same nature. What is the nature of C scale? No sharps. So in its relative minor also no sharps. If this fellow is Indian, his brother resembles him only, same nature. If he is an American, his brother is also, he looks like him only. Same nature, because they are from the same family. So these both are from which family? No sharp scale family. One more pair we are selecting, which is major and which is its minor, and in which there must be only one sharp. Then we will select one more pair in which there are 2 sharps. Then we will select one more pair in which there are 3 sharps. In this way, we go according to the increase in sharps, not alphabetically. That is the main reason why we go like this. And see, major and minor. Minor, since 3 steps down we start playing, it gives that effect of drop, dropping effect. Okay, fine. See, now after C and A minor, in which there are no sharps, I am selecting one more scale using that pattern, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. After using that pattern, after applying that pattern to one particular scale, I got G in which there is only one sharp. See, I started from G. I started from A, I got 3 sharps. I started from B, I got 5 sharps. I started from C, no sharps. I selected that. Then D, E, F, G. When I came to G and I applied that pattern, I got this G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So in G scale we never use F, we use F sharp. Okay. So you consider this as a highway. Okay. This is your highway and this minor is your service road, parallel road. Highway and service road, they are parallel. So in music language, these scales, major and minor, are also known as parallel scales. Okay, relative major and minors are nothing but parallel scales. Okay, now you consider this as a highway. Okay, so in C scale your journey was very smooth. Okay, in C scale your journey is very smooth because no sharps, no diversions. Aram say you are going and coming back. In A minor also, aram say you are going and coming back on natural notes. But when you take G scale, there is a diversion here. You are coming till the end, but instead of F, you take F sharp and go. This road diversion or this road cut, it is affected to the service road also. Imagine this is a big diversion including your highway and your service road. Okay, so this is G scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So when I come 3 steps back, G and F sharp and E, this is your relative minor. You know, 3 steps when you come back, you will get its relative minor. So accordingly, I am starting from here, E, immediately F sharp, there is a cut here, no? So whatever diversion, big diversion is there in your main highway, that diversion is extended to your service road also. the same diversion. Which is that diversion? That is F sharp. So that F sharp is in your service road also. That's why it is E, F sharp, then G, A, B, C, D, E, then again F sharp, then G, and so on. Right? Okay, so ultimately what I am trying to explain you is, in your major scale, if no sharps are there, in its relative minor also no sharps. In your major scale, if there is one sharp, naturally in its relative minor there is one sharp only, because they are relatives. Indian, Indian, American, American. Correct? Okay. In your major scale, if three sharps are there, naturally in your relative minor, in its relative minor, the same three sharps will be there. Okay, in this way we start our music studies with no sharp scales, that is C and A minor. Next we start with one sharp scale. Next we start with two sharps, then 3, 4, 5, 6, then all 7 sharps will be there. These things we are discussing slowly, one by one, okay, in next videos. Okay, now as I told you, first pair is C and A minor, no sharps. G and E minor, one sharp. D and B minor, two sharps. A and F sharp minor, three sharps. How we got one sharp, two sharps, three sharps? You remember, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. This is one idea I told you. Okay. Till now, whatever I explained you, for time being, you just keep it aside, and with your fresh new mind, now listen to me again. Okay. Now we are learning music. We start our music studies with C scale. Right. I have written C scale here. Okay. I have written C scale. Done. 1, 2, 3 steps, if I come back, I will get its relative minor. I wrote that also. From this relative minor, one step if I go, I get the next scale. Now you forget about the sharps. Wherever I have written sharps here, think that they are not there now. Okay? We'll come back. Now don't worry about the sharps. I have written C, 3 steps back. From C, 3 steps back, I got its relative minor. From this minor, one step I am going back, I am getting the next scale, and from this scale, 3 steps I am going back, its relative minor. From this relative minor, one step I am coming back, I am getting its next scale, next major. From this major, okay, from this major, 3 steps back, I am getting its minor. From this minor, one step back, I am getting the next major. It goes on like this. Okay. So 3 steps back from major, it's a relative minor. From that minor, one step back, you will get the next major scale. It goes on like this. Okay. This is one logic. And here no sharps, here one sharp is introduced, and that new sharp is always entering from the last but one note in the major scale. F sharp is introduced, same F sharp is here. Next, when we go to the next 2 scales, that F sharp continues because it's already old, it is introduced. F sharp continues and the new sharp is entering from last but one letter. And these two will be continuing here, and new sharp is introduced from last but one letter here. Okay. So there are many tricks or many logic or many patterns are there to remember, or we can find out our own ways to remember how these major scales come and how minor scales are formed. Okay, now two ways today I have told you. Okay, now so today's video, it is almost the theory class, right? And from today onwards we are not wasting much time on the explanation for scales. You know the technique now. Now we go on playing different scales with the different exercises, and how to find out the particular chords from those scales, and along with those scales how we can combine the particular chords. Okay, there so many things are there. Step by step we have to go, right? Okay, now then anyway, hope you all understood what all I'm trying to explain you today. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe, because if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe, share it so that all your friends will be benefited. And of course, okay, you are supporting me so that I can give you my better service to you. So then we can go ahead with lot of exercises, and this magic, which is music, we can enjoy all the time. Okay, so see you very soon in my next video. Till then, keep all these things in mind and keep rocking, keep playing your guitar. Take care. Bye bye.